Good morning, everyone. You are welcome in the class of social science. Today, we are going to start with our lesson number 9, our economic system. And this is the first video. Now, here we can see they have shown the journey of a rupee. We can see, point number 1 is given. It is withdrawn from the bank. Second, the farmer we can see is utilizing it for growing crops. Third, we can see the crops are taken from the farms or from the agricultural land. Two, we can see the market yard. It is, the tractor reaches the market yard. The farmer carries that products, crops to the market for selling. In the market yard, it is sold. Then Then that farmer who has sold his crops and earned money, he goes to the sweet mala for buying some sweets. Okay, so we can see the farmer, he bought some from the bank and then he, sold his crop, grew his crops, used that money for growing crops. He sold that crops in the market. From that market, he went to the sweet wala, or we can say he made purchases. Then he went to the bank to deposit the sweet wala. He went to the bank for depositing the amount. So the rupee, we can say it started from the bank and then it returned to the bank again. Withdraw किसी और ने किया लेकिन deposit कोई और करके गया. So it's called a circle of finance, or we can say how the rupee started from the bank and going from one hand to other, and ultimately it reaches the bank. Here they have given the questions. Money issued from bank returns to the bank. Write down this entire process in the lines given below. That means you have to just write down few lines of, for each sentence for all these pictures shown above. Write about the economic activity your mother or father are involved in. You can write 5 sentences about it. How you can, you must have seen your parents spending money and how the income is there in your family. Next is write about the different ways in which the income of your family is used. That means you have to write down the list of expenditure your family is incurring. Now, based on the above answers, it can be said that people are associated with various economic activities. The economic activities are mainly divided into 3 sectors. Let's get familiar about it. Economy means what? Basically, it means money. Whether money is being earned, you get that money, or whether you spend that money, other people are getting it. It is called economy. And these are divided into mainly 3 sectors. Primary sector. Certain resources are obtained directly from the nature and are used by us. Example, food, grains, fruits and vegetables. We obtain wood, medicinal plants, gum, etc. from the forest, and milk, meat, bones and leather from animals. We get fish from water and minerals from beneath the earth's surface. So all these things we directly procure or obtain from the nature. There is no mediator required for that. In short, forest, agriculture, mining, animal husbandry, fisheries, etc. provide raw material to us for food and industrially manufactured products or goods. Thus, these activities are characterized as the primary sector because they are directly, obtained from the nature. So they are under the category of primary sector. Next is secondary sector. It is also known as manufacturing sector. Certain primary products are such that it has to be processed into a finished product to be of any use to us. Some things are such which we procure from the nature, but we cannot directly use that. For example, the plant of cotton. We get cotton in the form of a flower in the nature, but we cannot use that cotton directly. First of all, it has to be converted into a thread. Then that thread is being woven into a cloth. That cloth has to be stitched. Only then we can make use of it. Understood? Such economic activity is called the activity of secondary sector. Example, manufacturing cotton textile from cotton, extracting oil from cotton seeds, making jaggery and sugar from sugarcane, making bricks from soil, etc. So small and large scale industries, manufacturing machineries, means of transport, means of communication, Electrical equipments, consumer goods, chemicals and dyes, clothes, defense equipments, etc. are a part of secondary sector. That is why it is also known as the industrial sector. You understood? That means the industries, all these industries like sugar making industry, or you can say cement industries, telecommunication, electrical equipments, all these industries, they are dependent on nature for their raw material, as I gave you the example of cotton crop. So such industries, they are called secondary sector or industrial sector, because as we have seen in industries, they need raw material which is provided by the nature. Understood? Next is service sector. It is also known as the tertiary sector. The primary and the secondary sectors cannot function without this sector. The raw material or finished products have to be transported to various manufacturing units or traders, for which various means of transportation and infrastructure, that is airways, waterways, roadways, electricity and other fuel facilities, etc., become essential. So whatever we are obtaining from the nature, you and me will not go out, to go fishing or to obtain something, for example fruits and vegetables. हम लोग नहीं जाएंगे हर जगह खेतों में और orchards में fruits तोड़ने को. So for that, जो भी वो fruits तोड़ते हैं, for example farmers, वो fruit collect करके वो हम तक पहुंचाएंगे कैसे without any transportation. Okay, so this sector plays a very important role as a mediator, as a medium between the buyers and the sellers, we can say. To maintain the communication between the manufacturing and the trading units, telecommunication, letters, internet, etc. are essential. To sustain the entire network of production and distribution, education, health, banking, and insurance facilities are required. In the modern times, ATM, call center, software designing, etc. have become very important services. Now, let's read the table given below and we will think and write. Now here the example of economic activity is given. What will be the effect and what does it indicate? What if a farmer refuses to sell sugarcane to sugar mills? What will be the effect? The sugarcane industries will close down. And what does that indicate? How is it helpful to us? What if the textile mills in India decide to import cotton from other countries rather than purchasing it from the Indian farmers? Then what will happen to cotton farming? You understand? You have to write in both these columns what will be the effect and what does that indicate. That means how is it going to affect our economy. अगर farmer शुगर केन नहीं बेचेगा इंडियन मार्केट में या शुगर केन बेचने को ही मना कर देगा तो शुगर इंडस्ट्री बंद हो जाएगी और इकोनॉमी भी फॉर द फार्मर एंड फॉर द शुगर इंडस्ट्री दोनों के लिए इकोनॉमी विल बी जीरो, नो अर्निंग्स बिकॉज नो सेलिंग. अंडरस्टूड? A farmer buys tractor, pump set, electricity, chemical fertilizer, pesticides, etc. What if the price of pump set and chemical fertilizer increases? What effect will it have on the farmer? And what is the difference we can see in the economy? Food is required by those working in the secondary industrial or territory, that is service sector. What if the transporters go on a strike and refuse to bring vegetables, milk, etc. from the village? We have faced such problems of strike of transportation many times. How is such situation affecting you as an individual, as a person? You have to mention that. Understood? The importance of service sector has been increasing day by day in India. Discuss why. Has the service sector, importance increasing day by day? Now let's continue. How do we account the value of goods and services of various sectors and also calculate the total production? A farmer sells wheat at the rate of 15 per kg to flour mill. There it is turned into flour and sold to a biscuit making company for 20 rupees per kg. The biscuit making company mixes sugar, ghee and other things with the flour and makes 4 big packets of biscuits. It is sold for rupees 80, that is 20 per packet. The biscuit is the end product which reaches the consumers. कहाँ से start हुआ था? 15 kg per 15 रुपीज पर केजी फार्मर ने सेल किया और बिका कितने में? 20 रुपीज पर पैकेट. सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हाउ फार्मर्स से कलेक्ट किया और रॉ मटेरियल इज प्रोसेस्ड, उसमें और भी चीजें मिक्स हुई एंड देन अल्टीमेटली इट रीचेस द कंज्यूमर इन अ वेरी different stage, different form as a finished product. here they have given a picture. See the picture and notice the components required to get tea as the end product. You have to write down the materials which are used to prepare a tea. One cup of tea costs rupees 7.50 to the owner of a hotel and earns rupees 2.5. 2.5. Okay, as the profit. What will be the selling price? Suppose the cost of milk increases by rupees 2 per liter. What will be the original cost and selling cost of the cup of tea? What will be the effect on your household budget if the price of sugar increases by rupees 1 per kg? Depends on how much sugar you are using in your house. अगर 1 रुपया भी पर kg पे increase होता है, suppose you are using 5 kg of sugar in say 15 days, तो 5 रुपया in 15 days बढ़ गया. That means in a month it will increase around 10 rupees. So accordingly you have to write. What will be the effect on your household budget if the price of gas cylinder increases by rupees 50? What will be the effect on the on bus and the school bus fare if the price of diesel increases by rupees 2.5 per liter? So that's called inflation. We have studied in the earlier chapter the prices of commodities. If they go on increasing, that comes under inflation. Now, effect of inflation on the market. We have to this whole of the scenario. All these points they show us that what is the effect of inflation on the market. That means also on the society. Who do you think increases the price of milk, sugar, gas, diesel, etc. and why? Obviously, the answer is the government, or we can say the farmers. And because of you know the price of milk has increased, obviously the price of the milk products, the things which are made out of milk as a raw material, will also increase. And why is that? You have to think and say. Understood this much, children? Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.